Okay, let's make sure audio's working. Okay, let's make sure. All right, audio's working and we're good to go. What's going on, guys? This is your boy Malin. Welcome back to the Madden 25 Los Angeles Chargers Rebuild Livestream Series, Part 5, 2028 season. Well, going into this season, we're coming off the best season that we ever had because if y'all can guess, yeah, we made it to the Super Bowl last year. We lost to the Vikings, who were a really good team led by a quarterback in J.J. McCarthy, who has become one of the best in the league, apparently. So, unfortunately, we lost that game, and we're going to try to pick up the pieces and make one more run to the Super Bowl. But here's the thing. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the last year of this rebuild. Typically, I don't like to go more than 5 seasons because, things get tougher, and it's hard for me to really tell who are the good players in the draft because there's not really a lot of good drafts. And sometimes I kind of get bored with the series. And sometimes in these rebuilds, I have not won a Super Bowl. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. This may be one of those times, but we'll see at the end of this season. Going into this year, there are some changes that I had to make to the roster. We did have to let some guys go, but of course we still have Justin Herbert. We have Bobby Bayers, our backup quarterback now, Ty Thompson. We still have Ginty, who's up to a 99 overall. He's been a thrill to have for this rebuild, and he's become really the center point of our offense. I mean, Justin Herbert's still decent at 91 overall, but Ginty at 99 is pretty solid there. We have Jeffrey Blackburn backing him up, and we have D'Angelo Wilkins as well. Those are our running backs. Reggie Gilliam, I was able to bring him back in free agency. Receiver-wise, we did lose McConkey, our best receiver, who was a 92 overall receiver. That was tough. I wanted to keep him, but we didn't have enough money during the season in order to negotiate a contract with him to keep him around. So therefore, I had to just go with Elijah Moore as our top receiver for this season. We did sign Deebo Samuel, although at 32 years old and down to an 81 overall. I don't know how much he's really going to be able to help our receiving core. But we got Matt Aguayo, who we drafted last year from Florida State. This is going to be his year to really be incorporated with the offense. 76 overall was not that bad. We did draft Quincy Porter out of Ohio State, a rookie receiver as well. So our receiving core is getting younger, but we've got some veterans there as well in Elijah Moore. And I also was not able to keep Quentin Johnston. He had to go in free agency as well. So we lost 2 of our 3 top receivers. We have Nick Harbour, Mills, Lippett, Lovett, and Grizzle. Darnell Washington is coming back for his second year as our starting tight end. That was a pretty big improvement last year, and that might have helped out a lot. I did sign Tip Riemann and Walt Walter, who's still here. Those are our tight ends. Slater is still here, 96 overall. We still have Zone the Third as the backup. Zion Johnson, 84 overall. Barnes backing him up. We still have McGovern. Gus Miller is backing him up. We got Jamari Salyer, 75 overall, and 62 Jordan White backing him up. And we still got Joe Aldis at 92. We got Geske, and we got Denard. Left in, we got C.J. Bernard, who we drafted last year from Oklahoma. His overall has gone up a little bit, which makes me feel okay about losing Deo, who we lost in free agency. We still have Justin Igbogbe, 70 overall. Daniel Hunter was on the free agent market after the draft and before the preseason. So I decided to sign him at defensive end because after losing DeMarcus Lawrence to free agency, I just felt that we had to do something in order to make this at least respectable. So we got Daniel Hunter, 7 overall. Michael Kramer is a guy that I'm expecting to take the next step. He could get up to the 80s. We drafted him last season. This is why we drafted Bernard and him, because I knew that the defensive ends we had were getting long in the tooth, and DeMarcus Lawrence was either going to retire or we were going to have to let him walk. So we have Daniel Hunter as our new starter for the season, and we also have Kyle Baxter backing up Kramer as the third-string defensive end. We still have Mozzie Smith. I think he's on the last year of his deal. Corleone has stayed steady, 77 overall, and we have Patrick Jenkins, 66. I really haven't been impressed with his production. He really hasn't grown much since we drafted him. But we were able to sign a big upgrade. Not an upgrade, but we lost Joey Bosa to free agency. Actually, no, we actually lost him to retirement, I believe. So we had to sign a replacement. So we went out and we got TJ Watt. Now, at 11 years in the league, 33 years old, he is on the decline. But 85 overall left outside linebacker, in my opinion, is nothing to sneeze at. I do think that is a solid pickup and a solid replacement for Bosa. We have Watford backing him up, and we have Justin Smith, who we drafted last season. Middle linebacker, Henley's still here, 85 overall. We got Justin Flowey backing him up, 66. Tyree Wilson is still here. We got Woody Wadaz. So our linebacking core is the same except for TJ Watt being here. Hopefully that's maybe a little bit of an upgrade, but we'll see. We still have our corner. Well, not all of them. We have Asante Samuel Jr. I unfortunately had to let Still walk. We weren't really able to retain any of the big names from free agency whose contracts were set to expire. So we really had to kind of just get what we could get in free agency. We had to make a lot of moves. I had to make some trades just to literally dump some players so we could have some money to do some things. But I was able to sign Kenny Moore, who was on the free agent market as the top corner, 83 overall. Jabbar Muhammad is a 78 now, and we got Hernan, who's a 69. We got Kirkland, who's 69 as well. We got Gentry Williams, 68. I'm hoping for more progression, but I don't think we're really going to see it being 68 overall. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren is here for a second year as a starter, 78 overall. We have Desmond Thomas backing him up. We have Derwin James still here, although he's slipping a little bit at 85 overall. We got Spencer Garrison, 66, and Philip Dunan, 56. Kicker, Cameron Dicker, 83, and we got 79, Braden Mann. So this roster is a little bit worse in some areas, but I think but with getting TJ Watt, I'm hoping that can be a solid replacement for Bosa, and we can move forward with that. Hopefully we make the playoffs at least this year. Whatever happens, happens. I'm going to kind of just probably have this be the last season and move on to something else. I don't know if it's going to be another Madden rebuild, but we'll see. I'll make the decision when I want to. But hopefully we can get back to the playoffs and maybe make another run in the Super Bowl this year and finish the job that we couldn't finish last year. So we got to cut 6 players. We went 2-1 in the preseason, which is pretty good. Dunham actually is the lowest rated guy. I'm just going to go ahead and cut him. We won't get an increase in cap space for that, but still, 56. Not impressed with his play at all. Well, not his play, but just his development. He hasn't developed. I'm going to move Hernan to the practice squad. And let's see, how many corners do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 corners. I'd like to keep all of them. Let me just progress here. Put Justin Smith on the practice squad. Defensive tackle. Oh, we got 3 of them, so I'm going to keep them active. Move Baxter to the practice squad. We don't have many backups here. I'm going to move Denard to the practice squad as well. I kind of don't really want to cut any of these guys because our roster's a little bit smaller than it's been in years past. So I don't want to cut a bunch of guys and then we can't get them back. I'd like to keep 3 tight ends active this year because we always seem to have formations where we need one. We have a bunch of receivers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I'm going to cut Grazil. And yeah, those are our cuts. All right, so let's go ahead and advance to our opening day game against the arch-rival Chiefs. Let's go ahead and choose the draft class. At this point, let me check the download center and see if there is a 2029 roster. Our class, I highly doubt it, but let's just go ahead and take a look anyway. No, there isn't. So on that note, I am just going to do auto-generated rookies for this, and we're going to go forward from there. So let's take a look and see how we do in our defense of the AFC. Going to be going through a Super Bowl hangover? Maybe. I really feel like the loss of McConkey is going to drop this offense to an extent, but hopefully because we still got a 99 Ashton Genty, I'm just hoping that's going to be enough to have our offense stay consistent. We still have 2 80 overall receivers. I mean, getting Deebo Samuel helped out a little bit. So we're 4-2 to start out through the first 7 weeks of the season, which is actually better than I expected us to. So let me go ahead and kind of see whose contracts are up. We probably got a lot of guys that we got to worry about in terms of contracts and everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to go through this because even if I don't have another season, but then again, if we make the Super Bowl and we lose again, I might do that. We have $106 million, so that's good. Joe Alt, yeah, I definitely want to try to keep you. Happy to sign, great. It's down to 81 now. Slater, 4 years, and he doesn't like that. Okay, so we got to go up on that price. Johnson, gonna get you for 2 more seasons. Excited to sign, great. Down to 34 now. That's the thing. I think Elijah Moore, I'm just gonna have to risk maybe letting walk because we still have Debo here for another year, and we just need an upgrade. We just need an upgrade receiver. Darnell Washington, I'm gonna risk letting him walk and see if there's an upgraded tight end in the offseason. I think I'm going to do the same thing with everybody else. We can always try to get these guys back, but I want to save some money. Even Tyree Wilson is tempting to bring, but, when you got guys that are in the 90s, you want to try to keep them back. Debo, actually, his contract is up. Well, can we just ink him for 1 year? Good offer. Down to 27, though. So Elijah Moore, we're going to let you walk. We're going to keep Debo up for that. I think everybody else, one of these guys, maybe Kenny Moore or Daniel Hunter I can keep, but I don't know. I don't want to get too into this because we're already down to 27 million and we started with 106 million. We may have to franchise tag Slater. That might be the move, but we'll see. Playing the Bills this week, they're 3-3. We're 4-2, so they're about the same. And we lose to the Bills pretty badly. Let's get back to Slater, see if we can get a contract done. He wants a player-friendly deal. Exactly the offer's hoping for. Okay, that drops down to 23 million now. I think I'm just going to let McGovern walk. We can possibly get him back. Does he really want to come back, though? Well, his interest is up there, so that's good. I think I'll probably I'm going to go ahead and try to bring back the kicker. Down to 17 million now. I think that's about it for now. I think I'm just going to have to save the rest of that money and risk maybe everybody walking, which is what I did last year, and it came back to bite me with letting McConkey walk. But that was a 90 receiver. We lose to the Raiders for it seems like the first time in this entire rebuild, so that's not good. Maybe they're getting better. I don't know. Fight it, get into the playoffs. I mean, I still think this is a playoff team despite the losses of players we've had, but we'll see. I'm starting to slip up a little bit. Titans are 5-4, and we beat the Titans, albeit only by 4 points. I want to take a look at stats. I want to see how stats are doing. Well, Herbert, 17 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Hey, that's pretty steady, numbers that I expect. Genty hasn't reached 700 yards, but he's already got 9 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Elijah Moore is our leading receiver, 6 touchdowns. Harbour, it looks like, is finally starting to look like a solid pick that we drafted a few years back. He's second on the team receiving. He's got 5 touchdowns. Washington's got 4. Debo actually really hasn't done too much. I kind of feel a little bit bad about giving him a contract and not Moore. I mean, Debo's more of a scheme fit guy. Maybe we could try to move some parts around and try to keep Elijah Moore at the end of the season. We'll shift around some money and see if we can do something like that. Maybe trade away somebody. Maybe we'll get some extra money at the end of the year. Who knows? By the way, I'm sorry if I sound a little congested. I just want to then again, I don't like to get too personal on this channel with what's going on in my life outside of doing this. I don't like to get too personal, but I actually had to work today. I normally have my days off on Monday and Tuesday, but I had a 6-day work week that I just finished, and today wasn't that bad, but it's tough when you have to work the weekend, and everybody else who you see coming into the building on Monday has had their days off, and you haven't had any. So, yeah, I'm kind of exhausted. I was kind of debating about whether I was even going to stream tonight, but because I have a rare night off based on my schedule, with where being off at a reasonable hour for the evening, I just felt, you know what, go ahead and do it. Okay, playing the Chiefs again. First time I played them since opening day. They're actually 3-6, so maybe this is finally the downfall of the Chiefs. Maybe it's finally come. Well, we lose to them, so I don't think it's much of a downfall. Their demise was exaggerated. It probably was. So, well, we lost to the Raiders, and the Raiders are actually 8-3. We barely beat them, but we did beat the Raiders. So, well, actually, no, we beat them by 10. Okay, so that's pretty good. So we're 6-5 right now. We're actually second in the division behind the Raiders. So they must have found their quarterback, or they must have found a really big offensive weapon. We're 6-5. Chiefs are 5-6. Denver's 4-7. Playoff picture right now, of course, has us in here. And nope, I stand corrected. We are not. So maybe it's going to be a deal where only one team from the AFC West is going to make the postseason, and right now that would be the Raiders, which is pretty tough. It's really tough to see that the Raiders have turned the corner all of a sudden. We beat the Saints, so we're 7-5. We're still 2 games behind the Raiders. So it kind of depends on. So we're kind of looking around to see what the rest of the league is going to do in terms of playoff positioning. Playing the Broncos this week. I feel like we can't afford to slip up, and we slip up. And not only did we lose, we lost to a 4-8 Broncos team by 32 points. Well, we got a new injury. That must be a reason. Ashton Jeanty is out for 3 weeks with broken ribs. So the best player on our team, definitely our offense, is out with broken ribs for 3 weeks. This is like the most critical part of the season, and he's out. We have 4 more regular season games left, and we've slipped to 3rd in our division. I got to go out and sign a running back. I don't know who's out there, but we got to get somebody in. Saquon, come and help us out. How is this guy on? Well, 81 overall is, wait, hold on. Over the salary cap. I have to clear 1 point. Oh, jeez. Okay, all right. Well, we got to cut somebody then. This is going to be not easy. Okay, so I'm gonna. Can I cut Thompson? It won't free up a lot, but it'll free up a little bit in cap. Wilkins. Failing cure a penalty, so no. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut some of these receivers. Love it. Yeah, let's cut him. And I'm gonna cut Lippett as well, if I can. Okay, that freed up some. I don't know if this is enough to sign Saquon, but let's see. Got him. Got Saquon. And I'm okay with keeping him here for the rest of the season because, you never know. So we signed Saquon Barkley. He's not a scheme fit guy, of course, but he's the top free agent available in general. And he's got 26, doesn't he? Yeah. Oh, he's an 84? That's even better than I expected. Wow. So I think we definitely have a solid backup running back for the future. Is he wearing 26? I can't tell if that's 26 or 28. That just shows you how long of a work week it's been. Like, my eyes are a little bit like, ugh. I think that's 26. No, he's wearing 28. Okay. I want to see if I can give him 26. But isn't that being worn by Asante Samuel Jr.? Maybe a safety or somebody? Yeah, Asante Samuel Jr. is wearing it. Okay, well, Saquon's going to have to wear 28 for the rest for the rest of the season. He'll be okay with that. But we've got our replacement running back for the rest of the year. I mean, 84 is a far drop off from having a 99 Ashton Genty, but with us fighting for playoff positioning, I want this to be a playoff season. Hopefully, it will be. And the Cardinals this week, they're 6-7, and we lose to the Cardinals. I don't think we're making the playoffs this year, guys. I don't think we're making the playoffs this year. Texans are 7-7, and we lose to the Texans. Our season's basically over. Injuries, crazy. Well, I think we got Genty back, and we're back to our winning ways, but we're third in our division. We have the same record as the Chiefs. What's the playoff picture looking like? Are the Chiefs in this thing? No, they're not. The Chiefs are not even in the playoff picture right now. Okay, so here we go. Let me go ahead and take a look at the standings and see if there is a possibility of us making the postseason. Okay. Chargers were 8-8. Chiefs 8-8. Dolphins are also 8-8. So the Dolphins would have to lose. Bengals would have to probably lose as well. So we got to have the Bengals and Dolphins both lose. Chiefs got to lose. The thing is that, one of the tough things is that when they auto-generate these schedules after the first year in this franchise, they don't have division opponents scheduled for the final week of the season. And more than likely, that kind of means that the team that gives a team a chance to potentially fight for a playoff positioning for the other team to go home. But that's not a scenario in the Madden universe. Got a new ability unlocked for C.J. Bernard. Okay. Superstar, X-Factor ability, run stuffer. I think I want to go with that one. So looks like we found a little bit of a gem in C.J. Bernard, our defensive end, who's now a starter. But, playing younger guys, I think has yielded, some tougher results in terms of just us not being able to do very well. So we're playing the Bucs this week on the road for our final regular season game. Probably not making the playoffs, but you never know what could happen. This could be the final game of the rebuild. It may not be a Super Bowl, but hopefully we get away with a win.
He's on the verge of earning his 100th tackle of the season. It's the Chargers and the Bucs.
Maynard. So they have a new quarterback. No more Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown.
So here we go, playing the Bucs on the road, trying to finish the season strong. And we got them in a 3rd and 5. Defense coming here.
And a big 3rd down play coming up for this defense. From the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, God, come on, guys.
It's so close.
Freaking Godwin. I think that's him. He's probably still. Now we get a 1st and goal.
That sets up a 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try.
Nope, not in yet.
Gets halfway there.
T.J. Watt's hurt, though.
1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Maynard.
He's wide open. Bucs are in for the touchdown. They strike first. Eugene Wilson, the 3rd. 2nd and 3. At least we got Genty back in action. 2nd game back, I think. And Genty gets the 1st down. It's the end of the 1st quarter. We're down 7-0, but we got a pretty solid drive going right now. If we finish this off 7 points.
Quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Herbert. That pass complete to Moore.
Decent catch by Moore.
Down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Oh!
Throwing
Debo got hung up a little bit. Bruce Sternum will not be able to return for this game, so we don't have our starting right guard the rest of the game. That's not good.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now they try to
Get the first down, even though we got the backup right guard in there. You know, I lose any offensive lineman. I'm concerned about how much the running game is going to suffer. Because even when you got a 99 running back, you got like 60 or 50 overalls up there on the line. Not going to bode well for you. But Ginty gets into the end zone to get us on the board, get this game tied up. Good run. Hopefully we make a stop on defense this time. We had him for a little bit, but they completed that big pass on us and got down inside the 10.
On 1st and 10.
All right. Oh, okay. Gain 5 yards. Still got Bucky Irving. Looks like some of the players for the Bucs, at least the skill position players, are the same. Not much change. Ooh, he missed that one. He was open, too. He missed that one big time.
Starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Maynard.
Oh, he's not in, but he got a 1st and goal.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll turn to the power game.
And the fullback gets in for the touchdown. Again, Tampa Bay gets up on us. 3rd and 10. Gotta have a play here. I gotta make a play here.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Good catch, Aguayo. Great catch. First catch of the game, and it's a big one. 33 yards.
All the way down inside the 20.
All right, it's a 2-minute warning. We got a chance to tie this up. Really want to get this game tied up again. That was a big catch by Aguayo.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, come on.
And he's taken down.
Sacked.
Coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
Aguayo. Oh, he caught it. Oh, get up, get up. Oh, he didn't quite get up in time. Still, that was a pretty big completion. Gets us to the 3rd and 1. Inside draw. Come on. On Ginty. And Ginty! Oh, can't quite get him, but he's down to like the 2. I don't know how good this flip play is going to be. It was good enough. Ginty gets in for touchdown number 2 on the day. That was ran perfectly. Perfect pitch out by Herbert. Yields a touchdown. All right, well, we've been able to keep things tied with him. It's 3rd and 5. Get him off the field here. That'd be big. It's about to be the end of the 3rd quarter already.
Can this defense get the stop?
I'll start. Or delay a game. Yeah, that was a dumb play, but I'll take it, Tampa. Thank you.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
10 makes it tougher on him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Maynard.
Oh, man. Of course. I brought the blitz that time. It was risky, and it bit me. And Tampa Bay gets the lead back. Dogfight. 3rd and 6.
Close game. 3rd down, here we go.
Great catch. Good job, Moore. 1st and goal again.
They've got a really nice drive going, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it.
And Ginty gets it across for his 3rd touchdown. Nice job. We got to make a stop here.
We drop you back in. Ball game.
1st down.
The defense with their backs against the wall. The football already in plus territory. Can they find a way to get the stop? They'll look to throw here on first down.
Sack him. Oh, incomplete, but I'll take it.
There, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. A run up the middle with Irving.
No, nowhere to go, Irving. 3rd down. All right, D, come on. We got to make a stop here. Got to make a stop one time.
Up a 3rd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Maynard. And there's a short one.
Short. Good. All right, well, it's 2-minute warning. They're going to kick a field goal. They'd be stupid not to. I mean, unless they would go for it, I know they won't. They're going to kick a field goal. That's fine. All right, so we hold them to a field goal. We finally make a stand on defense, albeit we do yield points, but it's only 3 instead of 7. All right. So now we got to go 2 minutes. I want to finish this thing in regulation with a touchdown. I want to finish this thing in regulation. Washington took him a while to break away from that one, but he did. 1st down. 220 yards for Justin Herbert today. No touchdowns. It's all come on the ground, but hey, we've gotten down by the goal line, and Jinsy's always money down there. 99 overall, half. So, I'll take it.
Herbert to throw.
Or, great catch. 1st down, out of bounds. There's some of that clock.
Out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Herbert.
Washington again, there we go. Another 1st down out of
And
bounds.
he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I'm going to mix in a few run plays here, actually.
All 3 timeouts still
Got all 3 timeouts.
1st and 10 now.
Won't run it a lot.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
You get runs like that,
Short of the marker.
so we'll take it.
Gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock.
Jinty, make it this. Oh my goodness, that was not good play right there. That's 3 yards. It was 2nd and 1. Less than a minute. Third down. Shallow cross again. Hopefully Washington gets open again.
3rd and 4. Throwing Herbert.
Come on, Washington. Oh, easy 1st down. There we go.
That's Washington.
I'm okay with letting some of the clock tick away. Bench.
Herbert gonna throw.
Herbert. All right, timeout. Down to the 1. I wanted to throw it there, but the coverage was pretty tight on Moore, so I didn't want to risk an interception. We got this ball at the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Genty. 4 of them on the day. We've got the lead back with 19 seconds left. Now we got to do is play defense, play it deep, prevent defense. Defense made the 1 stop, no field goal. We took advantage. They got 2 timeouts left. I'm glad we were able to burn some of that clock to us getting a touchdown. Sack, let's go, D. There you go.
They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play.
No, but... Okay, he caught it. Oh, well, man, he caught that, and there's still 2 seconds left. All right, prevent man 3D. Y'all know what I got to do. This is basic prevent defense.
One final shot.
We're only rushing 3 guys.
This for all the marbles.
No way. That's out of the end zone. That was way out of the end. So we hold on for a win in the season finale. We're going to finish the season 9-8. Disappointing from last year, of course. I don't think we made the playoffs, but at least we finished with a winning record in what I think might wind up being the final season of the rebuild. I don't know. But we get the win. This is a dogfight against a Tampa Bay team who wasn't really that good. They were like 5-11. They finished 5-12. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see what happened. And unfortunately, we did not make the postseason. Based on the standings, looks like that we finished one game out. Did the Chiefs beat us twice this season? Is that one of the reasons why we didn't make it? I feel like it is. No, I don't see that. Team schedule. Well, let's see. We played them on opening day and we lost. Yeah, we lost both games to the Chiefs. The Chiefs were like 3-6 at one point, I think, when they played us. They beat us by 10. That, unfortunately, I think pretty much sealed our fate. And, yeah, we're going to be watching everything from home. Don't know if I'm going to continue another season because, man, we got so many money issues right now. I feel like that this is the beginning of our decline. Letting McConkey walk, I think, was just a terrible decision. And I don't know how much better I could really get this team. So I think that might be it for the Chargers rebuild. But in the end, I was able to make it to a Super Bowl. We finished one game short, and it was a close loss. We lost by 7 to the Vikings. So it is what it is. So let's check out the playoffs for the final season of the rebuild. We got the Raiders against the Chiefs. We got the Bills against the Jets. Colts against the Ravens. Steelers had the number 1 seed. Got the Packers got the number 1 seed. Giants, Rams, Falcons, Vikings, and Niners and Bears. That is the playoffs. Let's go ahead and advance through the week and see who winds up in the Super Bowl. Let's check out the Pro Bowl roster first. And Ashton Jeanty made the Pro Bowl again. Slater made it. Zion Johnson made it. Okay, cool. And Joe Alt made it. So we actually had 4 Chargers in there. Oh, Henley made it. Okay, so we got another one. That's 5. And looks like that's it. So we actually had a few Chargers in the Pro Bowl this year, about 5 of them. So that's pretty good. Let's check out the playoff bracket and see who made it to the Super Bowl. The Raiders defeated the Chiefs. The Bills defeated the Jets, and the Colts beat the Ravens. So it was the Colts actually taking on the Steelers, and they beat them. And then the Raiders beat the Bills badly. So it was the Raiders in the AFC title game, but they lose to the Colts. And on the NFC side, the Rams beat the Giants on the road. The Vikings beat the Falcons on the road, and the Bears did the same thing. So all the higher seeds in the wild card round lost in the postseason in the NFC. And the Bears beat the Vikings, and then the Packers lost to the Rams. And it was the Bears and the Rams in the NFC Championship. The Bears beat them. So it's Bears-Colts in the Super Bowl. So a rematch of Super Bowl 41 from 2006. So that's the way that the Super Bowl is looking in this year, 2028. So let's check out yearly awards, see if any of the Chargers are up for anything. The MVP is Mahomes. Lewis Fox, Coach of the Year of the Steelers. AFC, Mahomes won Offensive Player of the Year. No Chargers featured in there. Defensive Player of the Year, no Chargers there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, nobody. Defensive Rookie of the Year, no one. Best QB, Justin Herbert finished 10th. Best running back, Ashton Jeanty. Best running back in the AFC award for him. Best receiver, nobody. Best offensive lineman, McGovern finished 8th. Okay. Best defensive lineman, nobody. Best linebacker, no one. Best DB, nobody there either. Best kicker, Dicker finished 8th. So, yeah, the only real player we had win anything was Ashton Jeanty won AFC Running Back of the Year. So, that's what happened there. So, let's see who wins the Super Bowl in 2028. The Bears and the Colts. And it looks like it is going to be the Bears. So, they win their second ever Super Bowl, 28-17. And the MVP is Desmond Ridder. So they don't have Caleb Williams anymore, at least as their starter. Wow. Mahomes, Fox. Mahomes also won Offensive Player of the Year in the AFC. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aiden Hutchinson of the Lions. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Bryce Underwood, a quarterback for the Cowboys. I'm guessing Dak is no longer in Dallas, or he retired. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Christian Garrett of the Texans. So that's the 2028 season. Let's check out retirements. See if any of the Chargers retired. And Kenny Moore retires after 12 seasons, so he spent his final season with us, and he is going to hang it up after 12 seasons. Really debating about whether I want to kind of keep this going, you know. I think it's just time to move on. We made it to a Super Bowl in the the season before. We didn't get it done, but we accomplished some things. I turned the Chargers into a team that eventually was able to go past everybody in the AFC West. We got past the Chiefs, finally kicked that door down. But we're just in a tough division. There's teams that are really good. 2 of them have been really good during the stretch, or it's a team getting better. So yeah. Do you listen to Michael Jackson? Sometimes. Gab now Desan. Yeah, sometimes, man. So I think that's really going to wrap it up for this rebuild. I'm not sure what I'm going to move on to next. I don't know if I'm going to move on to another team or if I'm going to move on to a different game. I'm not really 100% sure what I'm planning to do. But, 5 years is really what I like to do for rebuilds. 5 seasons is enough usually for me. But, hey, I turned the Chargers into a Super Bowl team the previous year. We just couldn't get back to the playoffs this year because we've lost some guys. And unfortunately, I think we just had to end the season with, we finished 9-8, but we didn't make the playoffs, so that's the way it is. But thank y'all for everybody who's watched this, and I greatly appreciate it very much. And thank y'all for the support. Everybody who's watched and left comments, I appreciate it very much. And I will see you guys in the next video.